Dr. Uche. Welcome back to my channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's great to have you, and perhaps you're watching it on Facebook, and welcome as well. I am a publisher, I'm a biography writing coach, a book reviewer, and I'm a real life physician too. I discuss book reviews on this channel. I go over biography writing tips, and sometimes I do children's book read alouds, which is a lot of fun. It's so great to have you. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe. And also if you hit the notification bell, you know when I upload new videos. Today, I want to go over a question somebody asked me not too long ago. They said, well, I still have a lot of life to live. Why right now? Do I need to get to a certain level of prominence in my career, in my life, before I write my story? And my answer is not necessarily. You don't have to wait for a particular time. You don't have to wait to be much older. You don't have to wait to be at a certain level of prominence to write your life history. I would argue that the first life history should actually come in your 30s and 40s, or the first account that comes out of your life story should come in your 30s and 40s, because I think by then you've lived some life. You may have children who inspire you to write. You have a bit of a career, and yet you haven't forgotten your childhood. Now, someone in their 60s and 70s has likely forgotten a lot of childhood. So I would say you don't have to get to a certain level of prominence or age to write. Even in your, I guess you would call 30s, you're an adult, you're not midlife yet. So even in that point in life, you can start writing the first account. Think of people like Nelson Mandela. I believe he started writing in his early 40s, Long Walk to Freedom, while he was in jail. I believe the ex-president Barack Obama's Dreams from My Father, he wrote in his 30s, okay? So you don't have to feel like you need to get to a certain point in life. A lot of people think of middle age, and no, you don't have to get there to write the first story, because you can write other stories, okay? So that brings me to my second point. You don't have to wait for a particular time or prominence to write, because you can write an initial story and you can write many other stories. Somebody who wrote in their 30s or 40s the first account could, in their 60s, maybe approaching retirement, could write a little more of a career story, okay? And so that's again, that's my second point. You can write multiple stories through the course of your life, okay? That's the second point. The third point is you don't have to wait for a particular time, because no matter where you are, you already have a story that could be a roadmap for somebody, okay? So I think everyone's history is worth writing, because it could be a roadmap for someone else. It could inspire someone else. And so I don't think you need to be 80 to inspire somebody. And again, that's my third point. Even where you are right now, you've had some life that could inspire someone, okay? So let me just recap what I've said today, because I've said a few things here. Do you have to wait for a certain age or a certain level of prominence or a certain point in your life to write a life history? And I think no. The first reason being that even in your 30s and 40s, you can write an initial story, usually that has a bit of childhood. And you can go on to write multiple stories in your life, okay? So the first story can come in your 30s and 40s, and I gave some examples. That's the first. The second is, I already said it, you can write other stories at various other points in your life, okay? That's the second. And the third is, wherever you are, you have a history, you already have a story that can inspire somebody else. So you should not shy away from writing because you think you're too young. Yes, you have a lot of life ahead of you, but you already have gone through things that could serve as inspiration for somebody else, okay? I hope that was helpful. If it was, please share freely with your friends. This is Dr. Uche. I look forward to coming back here on another week. I post videos weekly to share tips for writing a biography, or to share book reviews, or even children's book read alouds. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.